Yo, what is going on, guys? It's Speedy here, and today we're gonna be covering the new, well, she's not really new. It's been kind of like two and a half weeks since she's been released, but I actually did find a level 80 Merlin Blue on my friends list, and today we're gonna be showcasing off what she does in battle. I'm also joined by Big Brain Nagato here, who thinks Bond is
Yes,
trash.
this is my new title.
And so before we go into the actual fight itself, we're gonna take a look at what Merlin does. At one star, her Dark Void Buster does 180% damage to a single enemy. Cursed Engagement inflicts 100% damage to all enemies and ranks down their skills. And then her super attack is 540 or 630, depending if you have a fate. And her passive skill is increases this unit's attack by 2% for each debuff on enemies. So she's really good.
Which is very inconsistent.
Yeah, very inconsistent, but she's very good if you can bring a team that debuffs. Also, she kind of debuffs herself a little bit. No,
Yeah, she does.
she does with her.
She does with her Dark Void Bust.
Yeah,
on
level 2 and level 3.
she
So
applies 5 debuffs or 4. So she can be very good. Now the thing is, she was made for the new guild boss. So the guild boss is red, and she's blue, of course. And she applying debuffs on the guild boss makes more points. So she's clearly made for the guild boss, and I think that's like the best place for her. But we are in no position to showcase her because I don't even have her, and we probably don't either, right?
yeah,
So
I don't have a. So today we're gonna be just
the best we
on
can
here.
do. But she does also have an AoE attack, which is not for guild boss, which is an attempt for PvP. But I checked gameplay from some Korean people of her in PvP. Not the best, not the greatest, but it's interesting. She has the same AoE that was a Green Elaine has, where she ranks down skills, and the level 3 also takes off an alt gauge per each skill bound, like Lilia's alt, you know? If you can get level 3 is good, but like, just ranking down ain't that great. Especially in the meta that we are, because level 1s, like Demon Meliodas, this is as strong as level 2 Demon Meliodas, so...
Okay, so my first hand, right, is... I already have a rank 2. I believe that's the, I already forgot the attacks, man. But I have
the purple one's a single target.
I have the purple attack, and I have the red attacks. I have 2 red attacks.
Of course
But-
you have both.
But if I... No, I have two of them. Like,
Oh,
use one, like 2 of those. So I'm gonna use a Gother, get her up, rank her up. Do I debuff here with?
Slater? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Gotta apply the debuffs first.
Alright, let me debuff this
Actually,
man. And
She's
then,
gonna be very inconsistent. Again,
I'll do
for
this.
the guild boss, she's gonna be very good because if you can also apply like the ignite, the enemy is also gonna take more damage, and she's gonna be stronger because of the ignite as well, because that counts as a debuff. There's a lot of things you can do with her, but like, it's not gonna always do the same damage. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, dude, screw! Oh my, I just got frozen, dude. Okay. All right.
Every time.
Every time, literally every time. All right, let me do this. Let me do this. And we'll do this. I do want to take out that freaking, what's her name, Melium or something? I call
her
her,
name.
call her
Vivian?
Freeze Chick. Freeze Chick. We'll go with Freeze Chick.
No, the thing with this Merlin, right, is I actually like her because I feel like this game, they do a good job of separating what characters do, because you can't bring the same, like, name character. So I feel like every time I see a different unit of the same name, they're always different, you know? Like, this Merlin has no correlation at all with Green Merlin and Red Merlin. They do completely different things, which I think is great. And they also do this with, like, every character, except... There's 2 blue DNs that do pretty much the same thing. I don't know if you know the ones I'm talking about. The Coin Shop DN, not that one, not the Coin Shop DN. There's 2 blue DNs that do pretty much the same thing.
Okay, so I did the AoE attack, right? Level 2 AoE attack. She did about 100,000 damage combined.
What level?
Level 2.
200%. But you're ranking other skills. That's the whole purpose, right? Making them weaker because you're ranking other skills. Now, if they have a full hand of like a full hand of level 1s, then okay, not doing much.
Okay, we're gonna see the ultimate here and another level 2. This is the purple attack, the debuff one. So let's see what happens here. 32,000. That's actually, I don't know. Okay, she did 134,000 with her super attack.
You did mention that this Merlin has really good stats, so she
Yeah.
has good gear. The person using it has good gear.
I'm not feeling impressed, you know. Like I feel like there's
She's
so
not
many.
she's not flashy, for sure.
I
she's
feel
not
like I'm
flashy
kind of
either.
like maybe overlooking the
Like,
debuffs, you know.
I did, yeah.
But
Like
as,
I did rank her on what's here? I think it was tier A, my tier list. Like she's mid. She's good. If you pull her, it's not a bad pull. But you know, there's better units.
Yeah, I don't, this guy has just level 80, bro. Like he must see something in her that we don't. Personally, I feel like she's just average.
She gives me vibes of Melascula, you know? She's like, if I have to compare her to Unity, it's gonna be Melascula. Inconsistent, because Melascula also needs everyone to have like alt gauge for her to be stronger. And she has one AoE, which is kind of weak, but still cool. And
Here's my thing with these units, right? I feel like what this game does is release units depending on what events happening or event correlation. For example, how they released Lilia for the go through event, right?
Yeah.
And they released Blue Demon Meliodas for the go through event.
Nah, the Blue Demon wasn't for the Gopher event. He sucked in the Gopher
I
event.
think he was because he had the
Nah,
AoE.
he sucked.
don't know.
If you in hell, even with full UR gear, if you were attacked once by Gopher, he would die. Once. He would die. So he wasn't made for the Gopher event. Like, I think half the units are made for events and half are not. Like, this Merlin was, but the one that came with our Glocks wasn't. Glocks is not made for anything. He's just there. But Merlin was made for the guild fight. Just like I said. She was made for the guild fight.
So yeah, I don't know. I'm not too impressed with this Merlin. I mean, she's good. She's okay.
If you pull her,
better.
you should level her up for the guild boss if you're having difficulty with getting 2.2k, which I don't think should be too hard, but
Yeah, so I mean,
you know, it's pretty much it.
overall, I give her a 7.5 out of 10.